All right, let's dive in. There's just something so captivating about the world of espionage. We're talking secret agents, classified documents, and of course, messages that can hide in plain sight. Today, we're going to crack the code on one of the oldest tricks in the spycraft book.
I mean, this is the fundamental challenge, right? For centuries, spies and soldiers have wrestled with this exact problem. In fact, George Washington's spies even used a version of this during the American Revolution. And the solution? Well, it's not some high-tech gadgetry. It's actually something way more clever and, believe it or not, much more common.
So first up, let's explore how you can create a message that literally just vanishes after you write it. And you can do it using something you probably have in your kitchen right now.
And while it might look like a disappearing act straight out of a magic show, the secret behind this legendary spy technique is pure, fascinating science. And honestly, once you understand what's going on, it's even more impressive than any illusion.
Okay, next up, your clandestine toolkit. Before any mission, every good agent needs their gear. Let's see what this particular operation calls for.
And here's what's so brilliant about this whole thing. The spy tech is incredibly simple. It just goes to show you a classic point in espionage. Being clever often beats having expensive gadgets. All you need are a few basic household items.
Okay, so part 3, writing in secret. We've got our toolkit all ready to go. Now it's time for the undercover op itself.
The process is actually pretty straightforward. You prepare your invisible ink, which is just lemon juice. Then you use a cotton swab to write out your message. Now the key here is to use a light touch. You don't want to leave any indents on the paper. Once it dries completely, your secret is totally safe. The paper will look perfectly blank.
So your message is now hidden on what looks like just another blank piece of paper. But how does your fellow agent actually read it? Well, it's time for the heat reveal.
All right, this is the moment of truth. After all that careful, secret work, it's time to bring our hidden words back from nowhere.
The final step couldn't be simpler. By gently applying some heat, say from a hairdryer, you'll start to see your words literally materialize on the page, turning a brownish color and becoming easy to read. It's that fantastic moment where the invisible suddenly becomes visible. All right, let's move to the debriefing and see how this cool trick is actually a really elegant chemistry lesson. We've seen the how, but now it's time for the why.
So what is actually happening on a molecular level when that heat hits the paper? Why do those invisible compounds from the lemon juice suddenly decide to show themselves?
The secret really comes down to a process called oxidation. You see, lemon juice is an organic substance full of carbon compounds. When you heat it up, those compounds start to break down and react with the oxygen in the air. This chemical change is the key to the entire operation.
So let's break that down a bit more. Before you add any heat, the colorless compounds in the lemon juice are just absorbed into the paper, totally invisible. But when you apply heat, you kickstart oxidation and even a little caramelization. The compounds weaken, they release carbon, and that carbon turns brown when it hits the air. And just like that, it reveals your message.
To put it another way, you're essentially baking the organic stuff in the lemon juice at a lower temperature than the paper itself. The end result? Your hidden writing appears as if from nowhere.
So in the end, the real secret agent here isn't the person writing the message, it's science itself, working silently in the background, first to hide the message, and then, with a little persuasion, to bring it right back out. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought, doesn't it? If a simple lemon can be used for spycraft, what other secrets are hidden in everyday items? It really makes you wonder, what other bits of clever chemistry are just waiting to be discovered right under our noses?